Would you like to see football wherever you are in the world?
With NordVPN, you can get premium protection online and set your location so you never miss a minute of the content you usually enjoy.
Go to nordvpn.com/TSUW to get 72% off a 2-year plan plus 3 additional months absolutely free. Welcome to another Sheffield United Way match preview. We are previewing the Bournemouth versus Sheffield United game, 3 p.m. at Dean Court. The Blades currently sit in 13th place on 12 points. That's 3 wins, 3 draws, 4 defeats now, unfortunately, because of Mr. Neil Warnock. We'll get onto that in a second. But first of all, what I'm going to quickly show you, if I can get it out of the box, there we go, is... You might have seen this on Twitter. We were giving away a free Sheffield United Way mug, and we're going to start selling these. So if you want one of these, just stay tuned to the channel, because we're going to be showing you exactly how you can go and buy one of these. They won't be too expensive. They'll just be pretty much at cost, because we want to give back as much as possible. So what I want to do before we get into this is thank all the members that we've got. So the 2 members I want to thank are Ethan Plays, and I also want to thank Joseph Parker, as they are our newest members, and they became members when I wasn't on the channel. So thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. Everybody else is winging the way across the bottom of the screen. Thank you to all our members. If you want to become a member, all you've got to do is click the join button next to the subscribe button. You hopefully have pressed subscribe already. The join button is right next to it. It's £5 a month, and you will be supporting the boys on the channel. So I'm going to bring Hal in. How are you doing today, Hal? I've heard that you've got something very exciting to share with us today.
I really do, Nick. The League of 72, they create weekly EFL content covering the whole 72. We're talking from Bournemouth to Barrow. If you haven't yet subscribed on YouTube, I highly recommend it. They are a newly launched channel by Sky Bet EFL, and there are 2 absolutely brilliant Sheffield United related videos on the channel right now. If you haven't seen it yet, the interview with Chris Wilder is a must see, and a League of 72 Rewind, a 10-minute long season review of that 2018-19 promotion to the Premier League, with highlights, interviews, and celebrations from that most memorable campaign. A personal favourite is, of course, Leeds away, a crunch game, and Basham arriving. Here's a clip.
Cross-city rivals Wednesday again frustrated United as the teams played out another goalless draw before the Blades' progress was again put under the microscope with a trip to Elland Road.
The best football I've ever seen this football club play.
We're just flying at the minute.
It would be absolutely unbelievable to be in the Prem again. Promotion's everything, isn't it, really?
We belong in the Premier League.
It's about living the dream of getting promoted.
There is a tasty prospect here at Elland Road. And Cooper in trouble potentially here, Billy Sharp. Basham's arriving, and he takes the chance this time! There by Fleck. A minimum of 5 added minutes. Sheffield United preparing another substitution. But Sharp, well, 𝐍𝐸𝐽𝐝 pressed the nuclear button, and he is dismissed. Remember, it was in the 11th minute of added time they scored against Borough and saved the point. Well, this is more than 3 points.
What an absolute fantastic clip that is.
I was reliving that like it was happening again live. I was like doing the card, I was cheering the goal, Basham arriving, incredible. I watched the whole thing. I've watched it twice. I love the video. I'm not ashamed to say, Nick, I got a little emotional. I'm sure you did too.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. But it's not just that. The Chris Wilder video as well is absolutely fantastic. That is an interview that I would have loved to have been on this channel, Hal.
Oh, I mean, amazing. You're absolutely right. There is also that hour-long sit-down interview with Sir Christopher Wilder on the League of 72 channel, where he talks extensively about that promotion season, as well as about a few other things, including, and it's still a bit raw, the departure from beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. So Do go check out the video we've just shown you the clip to about that season review. You can save it to your watch later and subscribe to the League of 72. And also, when watching that video, do comment and tell other people about it. Let us know who you'd like to see on the League of 72 channel in future as well. And a quick reminder, that Chris Wilder interview is just fantastic.
Except for he says chips and fish, which I'll never get over.
Yeah, I've never called it chips.
What a weirdo. What a weirdo.
Yeah, that's not a Yorkshire thing. Don't know what he's talking about.
It's not. It's a Wilder thing, obviously.
Clearly, yeah.
It is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to quickly give a couple of shout. Actually, before I let Hal go, I'll just say that if you're looking how tall we are right now, this is exactly how much taller I am than Hal.
It's representative of real life. Yeah,
it really is, isn't it? Oh. Sorry, Hal, and I'll let you go just for a second. 2 more thank yous I've got to give. First of all, Bob 8 for doing an absolutely brilliant job in the last preview. What an absolute Trojan. I was watching it. It was my birthday. I was taking it off for one day, and I was watching along, and what a fantastic job he did. So well done, Bob 8, and I'm sure we'll see him on screen a lot more. The other thing is NordVPN. Loads and loads and loads of people have taken up our offer for NordVPN. So as you saw right at the start of the video, that's exactly what you need to do to get NordVPN. Obviously, this game is not on television. You can't watch this game unless you're abroad. So NordVPN, do your thing. Anyway, so I'm going to talk for a second about the Borough game. We lost 2-0. I went to that game. It was my birthday. And I think I was a little harsh on the lads in my match reaction because obviously all the emotions, obviously an hour 45 drive back home in the dark, in the rain. But really, after a few days of kind of contemplating, there were one wonder strike from Watmore that no one expected him to score from there. So I kind of understand why we kind of sat off him. So a wonder strike into the top corner. Then we kind of sat off him slightly. And we should have got into him. But another brilliant strike for the second goal. I think it was a bit of a mix of kind of poor kind of play in the final third and also a bit of bad luck, really. So for me, it wasn't really a cut and dry, we got bullied, we were terrible. We played some good stuff. It was just a bit frustrating that it took us kind of 12, 15, 20 passes to get into a position that Middlesbrough could do in about 3 or 4 passes. So, yeah, quite a frustrating one, but it is what it is. We lost the game. We've got to come back from it. George Baldock was interviewed and he was like, yeah, we need to come back from this. They come thick and fast, these games in the Championship, not like the Premier League. So, yeah, we've got Bournemouth. So let's kick on and see if we can kind of get back to not just winning ways, but just not conceding goals, because it is getting a little bit frustrating at the moment, Hal. But last time out, what happened, mate?
10th of August 2019, Billy Sharp said he had dreamed of scoring in the Premier League, and he did on the opening day as his late equaliser earned United a point at the Seaside in the Blades' first top-flight match since 2007. And as we know, we went on to win the Premier League, followed by the Champions League, and then the World Cup. And nothing went wrong ever again. That was your last time out.
Wow, that was a quick one. You said it was going to be quick. Did not realise how quick it was going to be. Anyway, so yeah, that's what she said. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry, Hal. Sorry.
I wasn't even going to do it that time. Sometimes I think in a pre-watershed, I'll rein myself in. I am going to see you sigh, though, because the referee for this encounter is Robert Jones.
Is that...
You remember him, Robert Jones, Boyle. Yeah, even though he's actually from Merseyside. And the reason you remember that is the match he took charge of last season was the 1-0 FA Cup victory against Bristol City, which we did a watch-along for.
We did. I'm sure we had him again. Did we not have him again in the Premier League?
We did. But I remember that one specifically because he gave a red card, which was absolutely crucial, and a penalty, I believe, as well.
Yeah, he did. It was going in anyway, wasn't it? It was Dixie and they handballed it on the line. So
we'll take that again. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. So let's get into team news, shall we? And I'll make myself central. And before I get into showing you the predicted team, or it's a bit different, guys, so make sure you stick around for it. It's great to see a competition for places finally, because we've got 𝐍𝐸𝐸 coming back in attacking midfield. I didn't mention it about when I was talking about the Borough last game, but for me, he certainly came on and galvanised us, got us moving forward. He just kind of creates space, doesn't it? So it's nice to see 𝐍𝐸𝐸 kind of competing for that attacking midfield role. Enda Stevens competing for the left back role. Obviously, Rhys Darrington-Davies has played most of the season up to now, and Enda's back now, and we know how good Enda can be when he's good. And then there's Lys Mousset as well. He should be back for this game. I'm not sure if I want to risk him. It's not like 𝐍𝐸𝐸 where you can just throw him back in because he's durable. Mousset's not really that durable, so he'll be back for this game, competing for a place with about 100,000 strikers up front. Injured, I've got Luke Freeman down. I've got Ollie Burke down. I've got Sander Berge. We don't know about Ollie Burke and Luke Freeman, but I've got them all down as injured. Sander's definitely not going to be fit for this game. Slav said him and Bogle both out until after the international break. So let's get into the predicted lineup. There it is. Sorry, guys. So we've got Olsen in goal, obviously. Baldock always starts from right back for me. Always, always, always. Egan and Ben Davies centre-back. I've gone Enda Stevens at left back because I thought he played well against Borough. If we are talking about defensive as well, I would still go Enda Stevens because I feel like Rhys Darrington-Davies does get caught out occasionally. I've gone for a bit of a weird one. This is not obviously the formation that we've been playing recently, but what I would do is when we're defending, which is probably going to be more often than not in this game, I would go for either 4-4-1-1 or 4-5-1. And then when we're attacking, I would push Gibbs-White up and Osborne up to make that kind of 4-2-3-1 like we've been playing. Obviously, I've gone Ben Osborne on the left-hand side, Morgan Gibbs-White on that right-hand side. I've gone for 𝐍𝐸𝐸 and Hourihane in the midfield, mostly because Hourihane's obviously got that sort of winning mentality, that experience. And 𝐍𝐸𝐸, he's just going to stick his boot in, isn't he? And I feel like we have been bullied in many games this season. So I'd like to see him get more of a chance, especially away from home, where we need to kind of stamp our authority on the game. And this could be a game for 𝐍𝐸𝐸. I hope it is. And then we've got, obviously, Ndiaye. What a player. Hit the post against Borough. Fantastic bring down and fantastic hit. He was really unlucky not to score. And that would have been one of the goals of the season for me. And then I've gone McBurney up front, not for his goal-scoring prowess, but more for his kind of aerial prowess in both boxes. So I've not put McBurney up front because I'm expecting him to score a hat-trick, but he is great defending corners and he's good in the kind of attacking box as well. So McBurney can hold the ball up. So let's hope that I think this is going to be the side that could get something from this game. I think Billy Sharp, the reason why I've not put Billy Sharp in is because he looked tired and leggy in that game against Bournemouth. He even looked tired and leggy right from the start, in my opinion. So that's what I'm saying for this game. Hal, shall we move on?
We'll just say George Baldock will make his 150th appearance for Sheffield United. So if he plays, it'd be nice to see. I'm going to look at the opposition for you now. They are the worst set-piece team in the league. Yay. Second lowest for set-piece shots and lowest for set-piece XG. They also give up loads of shots from set pieces when defending them. Fifth most in the league. So we've got a chance here. This is the area we need to exploit. And playing Hourihane, as Nick has suggested, there could be absolutely key. They've allowed the same set piece XG as we have. And we've not been great from set pieces, certainly defending them. They play a slow possession-based build-up game. This is not necessarily exciting football. They've only conceded as well 7 in 10. That's the best in the league. They've scored 16. We scored 13, and they are unbeaten as well. They drew their last game away at Peterborough. That's a team we put 6 past. I'm trying to find some positives here. Last season as well, it took Bournemouth 16 championship matches to reach 5 clean sheets. This time around, they've reached the same tally inside just 10 matches. So that does worry me a little bit, giving you the yin and indeed the yang. Bournemouth midfielder Lewis Cook, who was great at the toilet roll challenge during lockdown. He's been out for several months with a knee injury. He's still out, as is Junior Stanislas, who's got a hamstring problem. Gary Cahill is set to keep his place at the heart of defence alongside Lloyd Kelly, with Meppen likely a substitute, which is a surprise. Solanke expected to lead the line in attack. So I'm going with Travers, Smith, Cahill, Kelly, Zamora. That's not Bobby Zamora. Brooks, Billing, Lerma, Mr. Lerma, Christie, Solanke, and Anthony. Bournemouth won 1 of the last 17 against the Blades, a 1-0 win at the Lane in 1987-88 season. We have never lost away at Bournemouth in the league.
1987, that's when I was born. And look at me, I'm right old.
Don't make me feel old. The Blades have failed to score in 15 of our last 20 away games in the league. I mean, that's absolutely shocking. We've actually only scored at Hull this season away, haven't we, in the 5 games?
Yes, only Hull.
Yeah, so if we beat Bournemouth, I'm going to say it right now, I will shave my beard and just go moustache. I'm putting it out there. If the lads need any more incentives, stick it on the wall.
Yeah, and you won't be on this channel when you've got that tash. I can assure you, Bobby's back in for that 100%.
Turn your mic up, Bobby, if you're coming back in, yeah, pal. Good luck.
So, score prediction, Hal?
4-1 Bournemouth.
4-1.
But I think we'll take the lead, and I think it'll be a wonderful 6 minutes.
6 minutes. I'm going 2-0 Bournemouth. That's a clean sweep. That is a whitewash of Bournemouth, or a red wash, if you like, of Bournemouth predictions.
Awful,
sad times, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we think you say a red wash, we're going to be wearing green.
We are. But in games like this, sometimes, Hal, when you expect you're going to lose, something happens, something magical happens, like Manchester United away last season. Who knows? I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay.
You are.
I am. I like your shirt, by the way. The Blades have just brought them out, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean, I like what they've done. What I would say is I tend to like to collect the real ones, but I also have no problem with people buying the retro ones. I have a few. It's not necessarily for me with these ones, but if you weren't around or able to get them when they came out, absolutely fantastic. Hope you get many years' enjoyment out of them.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might pick one up, actually, because they do look pretty nice. And really, most people's are falling apart, aren't they, really, because they were so long ago. Yours is looking in really good shape, though, I must have.
Well, I haven't changed. I'm exactly the same weight as when I was like 10. I'm the same height. Nothing has changed. I still fit into all my shirts. If anything, they're too big because my mum thought I was going to grow, and I didn't.
No. I don't know why she thought that.
I know. Well, it's actually come from a very tall family. This is boring. Instead,
yeah, let's move on to play connection, shall we?
Can I go first with a man who I always thought was going to be a really great signing for the Blades and just didn't work out? And I remember Neil Warnock playing him on the right wing at Stoke away, and clearly that's not his position, as he's become a really good centre-back. Simon Francis, who has become an absolute stalwart for Bournemouth. They love him. He is without doubt one of the most popular players in that defence. Nick, you must admit as well, you probably thought he was going to be a good signing and didn't really work out at United.
No, I thought he was going to fall down the leagues, in all honesty. I just saw him as kind of like, he was just there. Like, he filled in. He had some good games.
Well, only played 12 league games for us.
No way.
Yeah, and you compare that to well over 300 for Bournemouth, and represented England at under 18 and under 20 level. The Nottingham-born defender, become a really good centre-back.
Wowzers. Fair enough. Let's move on. And I'm going to give you a Mr. David Brooks. We've got to do it. We've got to talk about the players that are currently, possibly going to be in this game. And David Brooks is one of them. We all love him. I don't think anyone really dislikes him. I remember in that Chesterfield away game in pre-season where he picked the ball up from his own half, beat every man going and put it in the bottom corner. There was such a amazing kind of murmuring around the ground, like, wow, what have we just witnessed? A young lad pick the ball up from his own half and beat everyone and score. Just incredible at such a young age. And he was actually going to go out on loan to Chesterfield, I believe.
I know. And, that's right.
And we actually ended up blocking it at the last moment. And thank God we did, because we got a little bit of joy out of David Brooks. It's just a bit of a pity that we didn't have him for longer. But we'll see him in this game. Hopefully he won't score against us. But yeah, what a fantastic player, Hal.
Couldn't agree more. 𝐍𝐨𝐫𝐝 is the next one I'm going to throw at you. Days since 𝐍𝐶𝐫𝐝 was last match fit, that ticker has just rolled over to 56. I do think that would be a really good idea to have at Bramall Lane, and someone just moves the number over each time. Lees has not completed 90 minutes in English football in his career. He played for Bournemouth 58 times in the league, scored 3 goals. It's 42 appearances in the league for the Blades with 6 goals, and rumours today that he's being linked with French clubs when his contract expires at the end of the season. Moose. There he is.
I bet he's so happy with you saying these things about him as well. I bet he'd love that ticket at Bramall Lane, wouldn't he?
57, 58. And match fit, I'm now going to say, is when you start a match. So not like getting through 90.
I agree. Completely, mate. Completely. Next up, shall I go for Gary Cahill?
You shall.
Look at that hair. Look at that hair. For his age as well. For his age, 35 years old. He's definitely got more hair than I've got and in more places. And he's older than me.
Can we do a Manscaped ad?
Yeah, I think that's
Squeeze
a good
that
idea. So actually, Hal, this bloke, even though we really liked him, he only played 16 games for us on loan, scored 2 goals. I remember him scoring 1 away at Stoke. And before you say it, I know you were there. Bournemouth, he's only played 5 games for him this season, but we all know how great he is. We all know that age is just a number. Just ask Curtis Davis and Jags from the other week. So I'm expecting Gary Cahill, if he does start in this game, it to be very, very difficult to score a goal past him. So, yeah, Gary Cahill, very, very good player. Still got it. Yeah, don't want to see him on the other side. That's me done.
Fantastic. Well, looking forward to this one. Let's hope we're completely wrong with our score predictions.
Yeah. Do we think we're going to get anything from the game?
I think we've made that perfectly clear. We do not.
Yeah, I think so too, Hal. So thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.